Hello, 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 hello. Desktop audio too. Hello? No. Hello? Should be. Hello? Hello? You do not say anything. Let me. Hello? Um, I'm meeting the background noise. Hello? Hello, can you all hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, yes, you can hear me. Good. That's better. Okay, yes, so, well, sorry for all the delay. I was just trying to set everything up well so that we can all follow very well. So this week we are looking at freehand sketching, and it's very important that we all understand what freehand sketching is and we should be able to use it, because as engineers, that's how you first note down your idea. Like I told you during the first class, before you present your idea to anyone, you must be able to represent it in a way and a manner that they would see and understand it. Even for you to manufacture it or to produce it, you must also be able to represent it. For example, when you write, you are simply telling someone what the idea of what you are trying to, or what you are trying to tell them without speaking. So it's easier to describe exactly what you are trying to pass across to the person. So now I'm going to try something. Okay, first, before I try that, I want to connect so that we can see what I'm sketching on the paper, the way I'm sketching on the paper. But first, this course is about just all you need for this course is a plain paper and your pencil. And usually it's advisable to use soft pencils, HB pencil, and your eraser, just to erase maybe whatever you are sketching that's not correct, and redraw whatever you are drawing. So that's freehand sketching. Now, freehand sketching does not require you to use your ruler or other drawing instruments. We have other drawing instruments such as your T-square, your protractor, your drawing board, your compass, your frame curves, and other instruments. But for the freehand, all you need is your paper. A4 paper is sufficient, or your jotter. I mean, depending on what you are doing. But for this course, it's good to use an A4 paper. Then you have your pencil. So that's it. Now, the freehand sketching is from basic line. A line, that's the list of the drawing that you can make. Line to different shapes, to square, to parallelogram, to circles, to arcs, to 3D shapes, on and on like that. So in today's class, briefly, I'm going to, before we say that, let me also say this, that last week we talked about the isometric drawing, isometric drawing and projection. Now, for the isometric projection, like we said, the base is on 30 degrees to the horizontal at the base. So that will also be useful for you in freehand sketching when you are sketching three-dimensional objects, which is very important. Now, for the first one, So let me first explain, then I'll try and see how I will record the sketching. Now, first for the straight line. For a straight line, if you want to draw a straight line, your eyes, your pen is at the start point. Your eyes will be at the side. If you are drawing the line towards your right, your right eyes will be at the right hand of your hand, after your hand that you are holding it. Not, you will not be looking at the tip of the pencil. No, you'll be looking at where the line is going, and that will guide your hand so that your line will be fairly straight. So that's the simple thing about the line. So whether it's horizontal or it's vertical, your eyes will be where you are going. So it's more of like saying you already got into where you are going, meanwhile your hand is still at the start point. So that makes it easier. Then for a square, to make it a little even, you just similar thing, just like we did for the line. Just pick up your eyes to where you are going. You mark those. You can mark the areas where you want it to get to, like points of the four edges of the square. Then you can now start your straight line and drawing it. Then to make it equal, so that you can have a fairly equal side, you can first draw like a T. So each length, the horizontal and the vertical, will be the same length as the square or rectangle you want to draw. So once you have that, you can divide it into 3 equal parts or 4 equal parts. So you will see it when I'm showing you. Then for parallelogram, similar, rhombus, anyone, just similar way, just mark those points and on that. Now for a circle, you draw the, when you want to divide your circle into 8 equal parts. So you draw a vertical and horizontal line meeting at the center. Then you divide each side into 2 again. Each segment, you divide each segment into 2. Then the next thing is that, so just look at, okay, mark the diameter you want it to be on the horizontal and the vertical line. Then you mark similar ones around all the other dividing lines. Yes, I'm not showing anything yet. I said I would I would do the video. I'm only explaining now because I don't want anything to disrupt what you are doing now. Well, let me see if we're able to do that now. Just give me a minute. Let me see. If it works, then it's fine. Just a minute, it's slow. Okay. The streaming is very slow, but I believe you will still hear me later. You will still see it later. Okay. want to follow if you are seeing me. Let me first be sure you can hear me. Where's my chat? Did I lose my chat? No, I shouldn't lose it. Okay, so I want to believe you can still hear me, because presently I can't see my chat. Okay, now I can see the chat. Yes. So can you see now? Let me take this here so I can be seen it. Okay. Just give the stream a few minutes. Yes. So can you see now? Just put it in the comment if you can see so that I can continue. I mean, put it in the chat box if you can see what I'm displaying to you. Okay, let me just continue. I believe you can see and you can hear me. All right, thank you. So, like I was saying, for the line, this is a line. If you want to draw the line, your eyes will be towards where you are drawing to. The direction of this line is this, so your eyes will be towards this side. So once you put your pen here, then your eyes will be on the right side. Then we draw. Then for the square, you can see the square. So we can draw. Let me show you how this can be drawn. So you will do this and this. You see? So because you want to draw the same side, so you can mark this, mark it. You see, I'm trying to get the same distance towards each of the lines. You see? So if I try doing the same thing on this side, try to do a similar thing on both sides, then I can now join these ones, join this one, sorry, then join this one, see, then join this one. You can see that this looks almost like a square. So that's how to produce a square. Then for parallelogram or rhombus, it's the same thing. So you can just mark those points that you want it to. Oh, sorry. You mark the point. This is point 1. This is point 2. Point 3. Then point 4. Then you join them with a straight line. Just like I said, just look at number 2. Once your pen is at number 1, you'll be looking at number 2, so that your pen goes straight there. I want to join 2 and 4. Now my eyes will be on 4. Then my pen will come to 4. So I want to join 3 and 4, or let me say 3 to 4. Then my eyes will be at 4. But it's better to draw towards the right. Then it comes there straight. I want to join 1 to 3. So my eyes will be on 3. Then my pen comes to 3. Then you see that I've been able to fairly draw a rhombus. Now let's go to circle. Circle. So for the circle, I was saying you will draw the vertical and the horizontal lines. You see? Then you divide each of these segments into 2. Then now mark off the diameter you want the circle to have on each of those lines. Let's say I want the diameter, this is the diameter. I will mark the same thing here. I'll mark the same thing here. I will mark the same length here. I will mark it here. I will mark it here. You can also see that by the time we join these points together, we will have a fairly perfect circle. So just join with a smooth arc. You see, our circle is better than what most of you. If I say that, let me just draw it normally. Yes, my own hand is more straight, but if I say some of you should draw it, you know what can happen. So we will not be able to have a good circle. So that's for a circle. That's for a circle. So for an ellipse, you can see what you have for an ellipse. You draw an arc, semi-circle. Then you mark off the length of one side. Then you divide it into three equal parts. Then you draw a line, project it out, draw another line, so project it. So you draw this line, you mark off the same line here, mark off the same thing. I know it's not that accurate like as you expect, but at least it looks more like it. So that's for a pentagon. So you know this, you can also convert this into what? An 8-sided angled shape. You can also do a 6 angle. From this you can also draw a square. You see, you can do many things from this shape. So this can also turn to octagon like right here, and it can also turn to an hexagon. You see, it can also turn to an hexagon. It can also turn to an octagon. Now, for an ellipse, just like we did for a square, you know, this is a square, for example. So if it's an ellipse, you know, you have the minor and the major diameter. The minor and the major diameter. So you mark off the minor diameter. Let's say this is the point of the minor diameter, but the major diameter is on these edges. So you just join with a smooth curve. Join this one. Oh yes, this one also with a smooth curve. This, then this. Then we have the ellipse. So you can see that it's very simple and easy. Now, having been able to draw some of these two-dimensional shapes, let's just quickly look at the three-dimensional shapes. For example, this shape of a bread is one of the shapes that usually used. But the first thing you need to understand and consider is this is an isometric shape. So if you are to draw a three-dimensional object, then we expect you to project it in isometry. You see, that's what I was saying earlier. The base will be 30 degrees to the horizontal. So when you want to draw the three-dimensional shape, it's advisable to first produce that isometric box that is 30 degrees each to the horizontal. Now from this, so the next thing is that this line, you will mark it to be the length of the object that you want to draw. So let's say the object is this length, you want it to be up to this length, then you mark this length, then you project this line up. You see, you project it up. It must be parallel to this one. Then the width of the object, how wide is the object, you mark it up on this side. Then you also draw a vertical line up. Then for this one should be the height of that object. So let's say this is the height already, we have it here. So then we join this one also. So inside of this, we can now produce different shapes as may be required. Now, one first thing I want us to do is that let's say there's a circle at the center of this shape. There's a circle on this side. Now, we also need to know how to produce circles in isometric drawing. So, in isometric drawing, if you first draw a box, a square, if it's a circle, or if it's a rectangle, if it's an ellipse, you draw a rectangle. If it's a square, you draw a circle. So if it's a circle, you draw a square. So let's say it's a circle we have here, then we're going to draw a square at the center of this place. Remember we said we'll draw to produce that square. So let me just say I did this, this, and this. So that helps me. This is not looking too good. It shouldn't be like this. It should be a parallelogram. It should be a parallelogram, actually. So in isometric projection, when you want to draw the circle, you don't just draw the circle. You have to draw this box and mark it like we did. So the next thing is to produce this into 4 equal parts, like I have there. So 4 equal parts, as you can see here. This is how to produce the circle in isometric view. So there are different methods. You also have the square method, you have the approximate method. So now we have done the diameter of that circle with this box. So this is the diameter, this is also the diameter. Now the next thing is that we have done these two, then you join the longest diagonal. You join the longest diagonal. Once you join that, then from this side also, from this side you draw another line to join this middle, then you produce another line to join this one. So once you have those, then we are ready to draw our circle. So the next thing is just to draw smooth arcs to join this point to this point, and have to join this, then another arc to join these two, this one and this one. So those midpoints, you join them with the smooth top. Then you now join this to this also, this to this, then this to this. Then that is how to draw a circle in isometric projection. Even if you are using the drawing instrument, this is the same way you are going to be drawing the circle. Let me do it again. Let's do it again on this side, because I know you may not get it first. So let me use dotted lines so that you can see the circle properly. So divide it. That's what. Well, the first thing is to first do this vertical and horizontal lines, these slant lines, to get the size of the circle. But I'm just doing the straight the first one here now. After that, you join the longest diagonal. Yes, join it, as you can see now. So join the longest diagonal. So on this side, you join this to this, then you also join this to this. Then you now join this with curves, smooth curves, and then you join this one, then you join this one. This is the approximate method. Then you join that circle. Then you'll be able to have the circle. So if I say, for example, if we have let's say you want this box has a curve on top of it. So the first thing is, for example, a bread. Okay, let me use your bread that you buy. If you want to produce something like your bread, once you have the box, that's the base of it. Then you just simply join the top with curves. If it's like this, good. And if it's not, you can also join it to this point, like this. And you have your bread. So one of the other reasons you need your eraser is that all of these construction lines that we are used to, you can erase them. Once you have your shape, you can erase all of them. But I'm using a biro, so I can't erase them. So you can erase them so that you can have your shape. So within this, I can always put another, so I can erase this one. So I can turn this to, okay, it's a full shape. Let me say it's actually like this. So I can now trace out all the edges. Once I'm done, trace it out properly. All these circles are there. I'll trace it out also. Now, as I was talking about drawing the straight line, I never said you can draw a line like this. Oh, see. I never said you can draw a line like this. No, you draw it once. You understand? And you don't draw it twice, just like I was doing here. You see that you are not having a straight line. Your line should just be once. That's why you have your eraser. Once you make a mistake, erase it and redraw. But not having multiple lines like this. No, it should be a straight line, a single straight line for your sketches. So that is very important. Which other one? Okay, let me look at one more drawing. So you can produce any drawing using your shapes. So you can see these two drawings here. This is an hammer. This is for a plier. So you see, it will also be inside that box. So once you are drawing that, the first thing is to draw your box. So I believe we have all gained how to produce basic shapes, because all the drawings are going to be making are with these basic shapes. So once you know how to draw the basic shapes, then it's easier to produce any of your drawing. There's also another view apart from the isometric projection. You also have the oblique view or projection. View of projection. The difference between that and this one and the isometric is that it is like this. So it has an horizontal line, and the one side is 45 degrees to the horizontal. So, but the most accepted and widely used view is the isometric. So for this, you have the oblique. And for this, you have the oblique. So these are what we are trying to learn today. So your assignment will be sent, you'll be told to draw and show us how you have produced your drawing, and you're going to snap it and send to your submission link. So I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for attending. Let me see how many people were online. Okay, we have 82 viewers, and we have 82 viewers. Okay, that's fair enough. But just tell your classmates. I mean, you can see now that we're able to have the online class, and we're able to project the class today, and everybody can hear. So, how do you get the video? I guess the video should be on the link. Anytime you click that link, you should still see the video on the channel. So the video should still be on the channel. Okay, all right, thank you everyone. Does anyone have a question before we round up this class? Any question before we end the class? Okay, so since there are no questions, then we can round up the class for today. So the video should still be available on the link. Anytime you select the link, you should still be able to get the video. Thank you so much for joining the class, and thank you for staying till this time. Yes, it was a struggle initially to get the page, the video, the audio, but now we got it. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you, Professor Umidiki. Thank you, Engineer Adebisi. Thank you, students. God bless you. See you next class tomorrow for your assignments. Thank you.